Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Phanopoeia.
I thought you were gonna do digital gaming. That's why I let you. That's why I allowed you to do the intro
Can
that
I,
you so desperately wanted to do.
can I try it again?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Digital Gaming.
All right, that's good. We can keep that intro, but not the other intro.
I think we should keep them both.
I
So,
agree with you.
ignore the yellow text. We're playing this on the original console.
The Nintendo GameCube,
Yep.
created in 2002, I believe.
Nope. It was actually 2005.
In 2005, I was in the fifth grade. You know what happened to me in the fifth grade?
You were in the 5th grade in 2005? How old are you?
I'm you never ask a lady for her age.
2005,
This
I
is
was
good.
like, what, at 4?
So that means I'm 6 years older than you?
I guess so. Are you like 30?
No, retard.
Or, my bad. So, this is my
As I've
favorite
already
game.
said, is it really?
Yes.
We tried doing this. This was actually one of the first video game. I'm sorry, digital games that we
Yeah.
tried recording.
I do remember
Um,
because Owen was there for some of it.
and then we made the meat beaters joke. And
I remember the Beat Beaters joke.
you know that's actually gonna be a thing, meat beaters.
Yeah.
Whenever we have the cooking show,
I still would love to be a part of the cooking show.
maybe if you move to North/South Carolina, you too can partake in the cooking.
I'm on my way there right now, actually.
Wow, you too.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Finally, now that I am living in South/North Carolina, I am
Hey,
capable of cooking.
I really like this game because every once in a while when you're playing, it decides you don't need to look at what's in front of you. You want to look at, like, just up there. Who needs a
You
consistent
what
camera in digital games?
you you want to look at not where you want to look. Are we gonna beat this game?
I am. You're not.
Sam, I'm trying to be inclusive.
I'm not. The audience is just going to watch me beat it. The proverbial audience, or as I like to call them,
Ah,
the
yes.
goblins.
Watch as we steadily grow more insane in the goblin bunker.
Is that what petition to rename Phanopoeia to the Goblin Bunker?
Ah, yes. This is good. I like this. I like this change. Change is good.
Yes. You can ask change.org.
Um, no, I don't
Do
want
it.
to.
Ask them.
Uh,
You're gonna tell the
all right.
audience no?
Okay, I'm sorry, proverbial audience. I'm emailing change.org right now. Is change good? Question mark. The
Change.org
I
will
the
respond
I
quickly.
in is not capitalized.
Oh yeah, all the I's are uncapitalized.
Yes, yes. What do you get when you cross uh fuck. What do you get when you cross what do you get when you cross a sponge and a starfish?
What do you get? I don't know.
Um I don't
Sorry.
know either, but I definitely don't want to see the spawn of a SpongeBob and Patrick.
I do. Everyone in the comments
Yes.
immediately, all of you goblins, immediately post your pictures of SpongeBob X Patrick. If you don't, I'll be sobbing.
If you're if you're good at Photoshop, I want you to do the lower half of SpongeBob and then the top half of Patrick.
If you're bad at Photoshop, then just give
Then
us
do
like
the
your best.
opposite.
Give us your best Mark Hamill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I really want to see the Luke in this Skywalker.
How many golden spatulas do we need to beat the game?
To beat the game, I think it's 70.
Oh my god, we're only at 2.
It's like Mario 64. This whole game is just a ripoff.
Yes. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, an homage to Super Mario 64.
Yeah. Didn't you hear Nintendo sold the rights to Mario to THQ for this game?
I wasn't aware.
Yeah, that happened last week actually.
Oh really? Did it?
Yeah.
I'm glad I am aware of this.
I know all the current events. Did you hear the news?
Yes, the current events such as World War III and a Fursuit Friday.
Oh. Oh yeah, I saw Fursuit Friday. World War III, or as I like to call it, Wednesday.
It's Christmas, or as I like to call it, Wednesday.
You know, everyone's posting about, oh my god, we're going to go to another war, and I'm like, I'm at war with myself every day. That's just part of the grind. You constantly battling yourself, and that's not phone in.
Is this what it's like to have schizophrenia?
Yeah.
Okay. Constantly. At war, bombarding my own brain.
The Normandy against myself was...
Truly, we are out here having thoughts.
So this is my favorite feature of the game, right here.
Ah, yes.
You can jump
the
in
elusive
the box.
Much like Metal Gear Solid 5.
This game...
Hideo Kojima was referencing this game when he thought of that.
This game wears its influences on its sleeves so proudly. Like, you can just look at this and you're like, oh, it's just another Death Stranding knockoff. This is just another Strand type game.
It's just another walking simulator.
Yeah. Like, look at how much walking there is. This just rips off Mario 1.
I actually had a really tough time with Mario 1.
I love that game.
Do you really? We should play it on the show if you love it so much.
Should I just exit out of this game right now?
Yes.
No.
Phanopoeia plays SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, but it's actually Mario 1.
But yeah, I love the way that Mario 1 controls. Like,
I hate it. I hate it so much. He's so slippery.
That's why I love it. It feels like...
It feels awful.
It feels great to move fast. And
He doesn't even move fast.
he moves like, if you're holding down the run button, then he moves
There's
like,
a run button?
yeah, every Mario game has a run button.
I didn't know that.
You just walk everywhere in Mario, you just like...
Maybe that's why I was so bad.
Yeah, if you hold down the B button, then you run.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'd honestly say that it's a faster game than the original 3 Sonics. I mean,
Wow.
CD, like, you can't really be faster than CD. Sonic CD is painfully fast. Sonic Adventure is also really fast, both in its story pacing and its gameplay.
Ah, yes. Just what I want, the fast-paced storytelling from Sonic.
Yeah. I felt like the reason that people hate Sonic Boom so much is mostly because its story was just so slow. It just... It wore its stalker influences.
Ah, yes. It's been fucking forever since I've seen Stalker. Like, actually... how long has it been? 2.5 years?
I watched it earlier... I don't want to say earlier this year, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, couple weeks ago, I watched Stalker.
Yeah.
Or at least the first, like, half of it. Because I got bored of it. Like, I usually pride myself with my attention span, but I was just not having it. When it comes to
it
films,
is a pretty
I'm a dumbass.
That's fine. It is a... I do remember it being very slow.
It is impressively slow.
It
will linger in a shot for... And, I mean, it's really greatly directed cinema. But I'm not a cinema guy. I like my movies with superheroes and action.
Okay. So you're a pleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, the only reason I got through it was probably because I watched it with Jackson.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was going to try watching it with my wife, and I was just like, no.
She wouldn't like this.
Yeah, I was like, if I don't like this movie, she probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
She likes Call Me By Your Name. And like
I don't know it. Oh.
It's
so
like,
she's even more plebeian than you.
Yes. Call Me By Your Name, I mean, it's a really good drama, and the soundtrack's great. I love Sufjan Stevens, but...
I haven't... I don't know what Call Me By Your Name is.
Basically, it's these 2 gay couples, and one of them, I can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure he's the sexiest person on Earth. But, it's like
you're not wrong.
Forbidden relationship. Because one of them's like 20 years older than the other, and the other is like 15 years old.
Okay.
And
Wait, repeat that?
One of them's like 15 and the other's like 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you pause?
Okay, let's get back to it. Okay.
All of that is going in.
Yes.
Nothing is being cut from this episode.
So, you don't like sour cream? What's wrong with you?
What? You are eavesdropping on my conversation with my mother?
Yes.
What is wrong with you? How could you?
What's wrong with you? You don't like sour cream.
uh, sour disliking sour cream is the objective way to go.
The only objective truth is to hit this fish guy.
Hit him into the water. He's not moving. Okay.
Have I just forgot to enable the audio of this game this entire time?
Yes.
Should I do that?
No.
Alright.
we should roll with our mistake throughout the entirety of the episode.
It's probably for the best because most of these songs are like copyrighted by Viacom, and
are they really?
Yeah, I mean it's SpongeBob. It's Viacom.
I don't know what Viacom is.
They're the corporation that owns Nickelodeon.
In fact, I don't even know what SpongeBob is.
Well, he's a boy, and he's filled with many holes from his various wars. Not as many as my wars.
Right, how many wars have you fought in?
If I had to give a guess right now, probably 741.
Is that including the war? I see. Is that including the War of the Self that we mentioned earlier?
Really, what's the difference between the war on others and the war on self? Because everyone is me.
Right. Every human interaction can be reduced to man versus self.
Yeah. You know, it's like the different types of like literature where it's like you have man versus self, man versus this is God.
There is no man versus man. It's just man versus self always.
But then by extension, man versus self is man versus God. And it is also God versus God.
Man is God.
More like man ick God. Can I get a like in the comments?
Can I get a joy emoji, hand emoji in the comments?
If I don't get 15 comments telling me how much they liked my video, then I don't know if I'm going to continue.
You shouldn't continue. You should just cease continuing.
Yeah, it's like Throbbing Gristle always said, after cease to continue.
Ah, yes.
This is a hammer. Bitch. God.
That was your worst joke so far.
Only upwards from here. That's what Phanopoeia does best, is we quickly establish our rock bottom. That way everyone will have something to compare it to, like, at least it's not Mickey Mousecapade.
Yes. Now we have to play a Mickey Mouse game.
Yeah.
Truly, we have been reduced to playing Kingdom Hearts for the rest of our digital gaming YouTube channel careers.
I've got a couple Mickey Mouse games on this computer. We could play,
Do you really?
We can play Hide and Sneak. Well, and by we I mean me.
Ah, yes.
Hide and Sneak is a single-player game.
This is tragic.
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to playing the Mickey Mouse game with my best friend Samuel.
You were?
No, I wasn't.
Good. Because I would have just quizzed you, man. I was gonna quiz you so hard. Hard and rough.
I'm not good at quizzes. I don't have the minimum IQ to take a quiz.
You have no idea how high my minimum IQ is.
What is
Like 70.
what is wow? I don't even have I don't have 70 IQ. I am below that of the 70 IQians.
I like my IQ like I like my frames per second. 30.
I asked. Uh, your taste in film may be plebeian, but your taste in frames per second certainly is not.
If a game's FPS exceeds 20, then chances are I haven't played it.
Honestly, what's the point?
Yeah. You know, this is some really
What
good
is-
commentary we're doing.
What is the point of a game so fast?
Like, the eyes can only perceive time at 5 frames per second. Anything higher than that, and you're just giving yourself a seizure on purpose.
Truly, it is my goal in life to give myself a seizure at quadruple the rate I am capable of perceiving.
I mean, it's like Alexander Hamilton always used to say, the more the seizures, the more the battles.
Ah, yes.
He said that. I know. I watched Hamilton.
I went and saw Hamilton at the nearest opera house. I know what I am talking about.
All of you are just idiots who you aren't as big of a fan of David Diggs as I am.
You're
What
all
high school did
simpletons
he go
compared
to?
to me.
Name his high school. You name what color toothpaste he used on the 4th of December. Pro tip, it wasn't cyan.
Cyan.
God damn it. It was supposed to be my job to have the facts. Why'd you steal from my scripts?
We're actually just reading from a script.
Yeah.
Every dog shit joke we've been telling for the past 20 minutes has just been pre-written.
That hammer joke, I spent like 3 hours laughing my ass off. I wrote that down, and I was just chuckling in my seat like, yeah, you just won't see this one coming.
Ah, yes. It's always been my goal in life to vicariously live as a starfish.
Do you have any
What?
idea how many polygons went into this model?
5 too many.
But the human body can't perceive more than 5 triangles at once. I should know. I'm a human.
The human body cannot even contain more than 3 polygons.
I'm gonna send a photo. I'm gonna do my face reveal, and the audience is going to be so shocked at the fact that I'm just a prism.
A trapezoid. That is what I am. That is what I've been reduced to.
I think we should rename our channel to Shapes. Like nothing else.
Shapes
just
Digital Edition.
Shapes.
Okay. Is that with a capital S or a lowercase s?
The first S is lowercase, the second is uppercase.
Okay. Okay.
Whee!
Very nice.
What's your favorite piece of gaming headwear?
I'm sorry, what?
What's your favorite piece of gaming headwear?
My uh that would have to be the headphones.
Headphones? I really like
Yeah.
the gaming headband.
Is it like a workout headband but for gamers?
It's more like a blindfold.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
orange.
okay. An orange blindfold.
Yeah, it keeps the polygons on the screen. Keeps them from invading your headspace and your eyes.
My blindfold is green.
Really? That's a great color.
Yeah.
Can I have yours?
I gotta disagree with you. Green is not a good color.
But with headbands,
And
like, think about how much green is in this game.
right, right.
It'll power up
I'm
the
thinking
gaming
about it.
experience.
Green, just like Mountain Dew.
You could also do light blue because I'm a boy.
Here at Phanopoeia, we defy cultural norms. So I will go with the pink headband from now on.
That's so gay. Like, you don't. I don't think you really realize just how gay you are. The audience won't have this. The goblins, they hate the gays.
The goblins and our proverbial goblin. This is so sad.
I did it. I succeeded.
You have done it.
It's the Patrick teeter-totter.
Ah, yes. What's your favorite color? Since we were talking about colors.
I really like salmon pink.
Okay. Doesn't your favorite color change all the time?
Yes. Like, multiple times a day.
Good.
Sometimes
Good.
sometimes I'm like salmon pink. Sometimes I'm like e-girl
Dog
yellow.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baby barf green. That's actually
My
that's
favorite
actually
emoji.
that's actually a really old joke that I used to do because
Is it really?
the Minecraft dark green yarn, I always used to make fun of just how ugly of a color it was. So, my brothers and I would refer to it as baby barf green.
I'm glad I understand your personal history with the color baby barf green now.
Thanks for listening. I always love to tell my folklore to the nearest passerby.
The offset salad mythology.
1924, that was the year I was born.
How crazy.
This game has so many features, and I just can't keep track of it.
Tell me about all the features that are happening on the screen right now.
So you have the moving wave engine. You have the
Okay.
flying jellyfish engine. You have the jiggle engine on Patrick's fat. You have the spike engine, which is my least favorite feature. Like, there's so much happening with the spikes.
There's too much to keep track of with the spikes.
No. I
No.
said what I said.
Yes, much like as saying things works. Much like communicating, speaking, conversing works. Once you say something, it has been said.
I don't know about no conversing, I only know converting. I spend all of my money on modulators.
Tell me, Sam, what do you use these modulators for?
RF to, what the fuck? Look,
Yes.
he can't pick it up because he's, okay. So, I use it for converting RF to composite.
What does that mean?
So RF cables are like the cable. You know when you got your old video gamer, digital gamer, and
Yeah, yes.
hook it
Thank
up
you
to
for
the
correcting yourself.
yeah. I always forget which term is politically correct. Stupid liberals changing everything. But
Here at Phanopoeia, we aim to be correct.
I have no idea what you just said. It cut out.
I said here at Phanopoeia, we aim to be politically correct at all times.
Yes. But so RF was basically when you hook up your digital game to your TV, and then you had to tune it to channel 6.
Right.
It was those cables where it didn't just like directly input to the TV, it inputted to a channel because it was technically a radio in itself. That's also why the scan lines and stuff and inputs would always be kind of off.
Right.
The Famicom
I see.
has the issue where its output is RF only, and because it's Japanese RF, it outputs only to channel 96, which most TVs don't have in the States.
Most.
Yes. There are some where it's like expensive.
How much do you know about tape?
Tape?
Or like a reel-to-reel tape decks?
Not that much.
I am so sad. I am the saddest I have ever been.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You really need to do.
What the?
You really need to be doing a better job.
Can you read off the Wikipedia? God damn, the Wikipedia article. To reel tape techs, for me.
Yes, I will. Let me just do a Goog.
Hit up the Goog.
Yes. Reel-to-reel audio tape recording, Wikipedia. Reel-to-reel audio tape recording, also called open reel recording, is the form of magnetic. Just tell me when to stop, by the way.
All right.
Is the form of magnetic tape audio recording in which the recording medium is held on a reel that is not in a cassette. In use, the supply feed reel containing the tape is mounted on a spindle. The end of the tape is manually pulled out of the reel, threaded through mechanical guides and a tape head assembly, and attached by friction to the hub of the second, initially empty take-up reel. Reel-to-reel systems use tape that is 1/4, 1/2, 1 or 2 inches wide, which normally moves at 3 3/4 or 7.5 inches per second. The tape in a compact cassette is 0.15 inches wide and normally moves at 1 7/8 inches per second. By writing the same audio signal across more tape, reel-to-reel systems give much greater fidelity at the cost of much longer tapes.
All right.
In spite of the larger... Okay.
Yeah, that's always what I sort of like pictured them being. But
yes.
I'm trying
Very
to think
nice.
of a way to comment on that that's not just like a 4th grader, but really when it comes to hardware, I am just like a 4th grader.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
I got the impression that you were very technically savvy with that kind of stuff.
I mean, it
Why
depends
is
how much
one
research I've
bamboozled?
put into it. Like,
Right.
but when Ethan was talking about the VCR stuff and the VHS and hooking up the white and red cables and modulating them to like certain frequency, I was just sort of like, I was reading it and then I was reading it and then I was reading it. Like I read each
And
message
you
like
were reading it?
6 or 7 times.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I was. I mean, once I got it, I was like, oh god, that's super cool. But it took me forever to get each message.
Yeah, I just skipped over it and had you explain it to me. It was like, what did you say? You were like, oh yeah, it can just be done with an aux cord. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
okay, cool. That's all I need to know.
I think he was more talking about like the inputting of VCR modulations and stuff, like
Yeah,
how to
yeah,
get. Uh, but
all
we.
I was all I wanted to know was how to get the sound of the VHS tape, you know.
Mhm.
That's all I cared about.
Uh, it was really interesting. I like people
Oh
talking
yes,
about things that they're really interested in that I know nothing about.
I agree. um
We out here love and passion.
we out here doing a collab.
Yeah. You want to talk about that?
I do want to talk about that.
Let's talk about that. That sounds like
We
a good
will
idea.
talk about that.
Fucking, why would you try picking up the missile, you idiot, you buffoon, you
You
fucking lard ass.
imbecile. Truly, his ass is of lard.
All right, so let's talk about Cobalt Apits, or as I like to call it.
Um, Cobalt Pits.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a joke.
or, or as I like to call it, two dudes making music.
We really swung and missed.
Much like the batter.
Yeah.
The proverbial batter in this proverbial game of baseball. We have swung and missed.
All right, so Cobalt Apits. This is a plan that this other person on this stream, who I like to call the K-Boo, and myself,
The
who I
K-Boo.
like to call myself, are planning on doing. The basic
Yes.
plan of this is that we want to do some experimentation together because we both have appreciation for each other's directions in art, and we think that together we could do an interesting direction. And some things we
Wow.
plan on doing in this direction include uh, VCR modulation. Wait, VHS modulation.
Well, well, so okay, so if you have watched our Portal 2 playthrough, which is now only available if you're a patron,
Which is
since
in the description. Make sure you check out our
yes.
patron.
Yes, be sure to pay us your hard-earned cold hard cash money dollars for the riveting commentary that is Phanopoeia plays SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yes. We need your money. We are crying at the fact that we cannot afford more money. We need jewelry to flex on the poorer YouTubers. And if that jewelry gets stolen, so help me God, I will call out Vex. Okay, anyway, that was a tangent.
That wasn't our best tangent yet. Many more tangents to come. But yeah, so I feel like before going into this new idea, we should explain our first ever idea
Oh yeah.
that I had and then brought to your attention, and that's sort of how
Yes.
Cobalt Apex became a thing.
So this idea was, it, we named it something different back then. Back then it was called Cobalt Apits.
Right.
My mind just drew a blank after that stupid joke. I didn't mean to like rest on that. So basically, the plan for this idea was that we would combine our two interests. We only have two of them.
Yes, I'm only interested in doing two things. Those two things are making the classical and making the emo.
Yes, because both of us like those two things, which
and those two things only.
Yeah. You go to my last FM, you go to Swan's Court, you see my FM posts, and you will notice that I haven't really posted anything besides Captain Jazz.
Ah, yes, like a true Midwest boy.
Yes, I only listen to Bluegrassish, but anyway.
But yeah.
So Cobalt Apex. So we wanted to combine ideas of math rock and emo with the like things,
and
like,
also like it symphonic orchestral sort of stuff.
Yes. And I want to clarify this for the audience because this sounds cringy when you first say it. We're not doing like cinematic classical. We're not going to do like
oh no,
John Williams. Like
yeah, like I actually like I think I've mentioned this to you. But like I definitely see us doing like a lot of electroacoustic and like actually writing a piece for orchestra, and like I want to do like a clarinet concerto with electroacoustic accompaniment.
Oh.
That I could definitely see us doing.
Yeah.
And like you said, the math rock emo legit orchestra.
Yeah.
Sort of stuff.
And another thing that isn't included with the two terms like math rock and emo is of course like electroacoustic ideas, because both of us, the way that we discovered each other was through this sort of experimental little group that some of you really dedicated goblins might know about. It was called
all of those familiar with the Phanopoeia deep lore.
Yeah.
But for those of you that are not,
Suro Gates.
Go.
But
yes, Suro - Gates.
Yeah. It's like Bill Gates' other brother.
Do you think when Bill walks up to his brother, he's like, "What's up, Suro?"
Yeah. What's up, Suro?
What,
I wonder who
what
your
have you been up
were.
Mr. and Mrs. Gates birthed Suro.
No, because it was
a surrogate.
Did you get it? Because it was a surrogate birth.
That's not funny, and I'm honestly offended. Go there. Being a surrogate mother is not funny. It's not something to laugh about. It's actually very serious. and you should take it seriously.
Anyway, we are great at going on tangents.
Yeah,
So
it's what you and I are best at.
uh, combining like ideas of electroacoustic, tapes, reels, and stuff, and also of this is something that Chris is a lot more well versed in
Who the
than I
fuck
am.
is Chris?
Oh wait, yeah, my bad. The Kibu is a lot.
The K-Boo.
Yeah, the Kibu is a lot more well versed in than I am. Is like pedals and I don't want to say shoegazy ideas, but shoegazy ideas.
Yes, I would agree with that. Even though that might be like a bit putting it simply, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so all the exposition aside, yeah, I think that's enough exposition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think you guys could probably write a paper on how I Am the Kabo was born.
Yes. So yeah, yesterday we had this great conversation about how did that start? We were just talking about our experience with music in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh my god, you fucking ingrate buffoon retard stupid.
I think this is like the first time that we've commented on the game.
There's nothing outside the game, as Jacques Derrida once said.
Yeah. Nice reference.
Thank you. I'm all about self-referencing. If that isn't obvious.
It is. Anyway.
Good. I'm glad. But yeah, so how did it get to talking about VHS? Didn't Ethan just like come in and be like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing."
I think that
as
might have
well.
been what it was. Yeah, I think it was that. Like, the conversation just sort of run its course, and then he commented on that.
You know, I could look it up, but I refuse to.
Yeah. So. Anyway.
So basically, something about God, what are you doing? You're just running around in circles.
You gotta throw the ice cube at this so that you can freeze the water, so that you can go down here, and then you can get a sock.
Yes.
I don't remember where the sock is. Yeah, so what's
I'm
nothing. Awesome. Anyway.
Was that cream a soda?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh wow. Do you two live together?
No. He was just staying over.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so anyway, so somehow it got to VHS and making music with VHS, and then I think that I like misinterpreted what he said, and was like, oh well, could you take the sound? Could you record a record onto VHS and then play that VHS and record the sound and therefore the album into a DAW, but like with the lo-fi-esque of the VHS. Um,
And
and
then
so now, we have brought it full circle, and that is our current idea. Because because I think Sam and I's idea with our collab, I think we want to do a lot of collabing with each other, right? But all the Are you there?
What was that? Wait, hold on just a
Are
second.
you there? Okay.
Alright. Back.
You are back. Okay. So what was I saying? I was saying that I think you're here, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think we want to do a lot of collabing with each other, but like our end, very big brain, very super in-depth, committed type stuff. Might cost a lot of money to do. And I'm really trying to not like 100% move away from that because I still want to do it, but it's like having that as my mindset. Yeah, it's like having that as my mindset has literally kept me from releasing any music for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to shit out creation now.
I went into that a little bit in the server yesterday with like you can't expect yourself to like your first release.
Yeah. Well, I think with Doomsayer, it's like I think I'm actually gonna love Doomsayer, but yeah. I think for most people, they can expect not to like their first release.
Yeah. And it's probably most effective to not like your first release. Jesus
Probably,
Christ,
yeah.
I'm doing bad at this. Alright.
That's because you're trash. You're doo-doo, trash, poo-poo, doo-doo caca, etc.
What the heck?
I think you fly and then hit him.
Oh, I see.
Very nice.
Then I know he births the jellyfish. Oh, you get damaged by going near him.
This is so sad. Very nice, very nice. Oh God, please heal.
No.
Oh God, I am begging you to heal. Oh God, all I want is a medic. I am a combat medic. Where are you?
Oh, that healed me. Because
What, beating him?
Yeah.
Very nice. So anyway, so we've talked about so
yeah.
So how this will work, I imagine, is that we'll just so we'll just like make the album. Oh God, please get it. So we'll just make the album and then put it onto VHS and then put that back into a DAW, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Very nice.
Another thing I was thinking though was using VHS for like, I guess this wouldn't be like album type experimentation, but I never really thought of doing like God, what would that be? There. I never thought of doing like visual tape manipulation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
What I know what most of the effects of like tape manipulation for sound are, like what kind of
Okay.
things they will do, but with visual, it's like a whole new
Yeah.
kind of art.
Are you interested in doing that?
Very.
Okay. I don't really have any interest in the visual side of things. Um, I just remembered that we still haven't turned on the music.
Oh yeah.
um, fuck it, right? Um, are you thinking that you want it to be an audio visual release?
Uh, Maybe not our first, but like it's not like we have to limit our VHS experimentation to just one release.
That is true. That is true. We could have the VHS experimentation compendium.
Yeah. Uh, Sorry, I just got lost of where I should go. I'm going
No,
to Gooligan.
you're good.
Downtown Bikini Bottom is really slow.
Yes, I think it would be interesting to eventually do visual,
Mhm.
uh, but I don't think we should do that for our first time.
Yeah.
That just seems uh like something that would be extremely tricky to figure out.
Mhm.
Uh, and like I said a while ago, I just really want to focus on getting shit out right now.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at 2018 for Apits. I mean, that was the year that I
Uh-huh.
really started Apits. Like, you go to the Rate Your Music page for that, and you're like, oh yeah, that was his mindset. Like, I released like 6 albums that year, and that's not even including
Well,
the EPs and stuff. I was like,
right.
it's possible to release music online, and that is incredible.
Yeah, I don't like when I say shit out content, I don't mean
Well, yeah,
uh just like shit out things as fast as you can without paying attention to quality. But
yeah,
yeah.
but getting out
I just
releases
don't
is cool.
yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I just don't want to go back to the mindset of being perfectionistic and
Mhm.
therefore not releasing anything at all ever.
Perfectionism's a fraud.
Um Perfectionism a fuck.
This is also true. I stand the dude who gave me like 1 star on Rate Your Music.
Wasn't it the K-pop guy?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
his first Apis release he's ever rated, and it's like, why did you listen to it? I mean, I don't care about him rating it badly, but like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wonder the mindset of like, you just chill in your room and you're like, I heard that new Apis release is really popular. I should check that one out.
um
Oh my
how
god.
much how much money do you make from Apits?
Uh, for a while back in like 2018, I was making pretty consistent money. Um, Now
How much was that, if you don't mind me
it was
asking?
probably like $10 a month,
Okay, okay.
but 2019
Well,
because I wasn't releasing.
I gave you your $10 for
Yeah,
January 2020.
Yeah.
So you're still on track.
2019, because I just wasn't really releasing anything. I didn't really have any major releases that year.
Right.
It was a lot of like no money.
Okay.
The only two purchases I can really think of are yours.
Okay.
But God, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I don't like that I didn't release much music last year, and this year I've got just tons of it planned.
You have a lot of music planned?
Yes.
Is that because of your switch to working with tape?
It is partly. It's also because I got like fans of my work out of nowhere, like people who will
Really?
listen.
Like
Yeah,
legit fans?
yeah. I was scrolling down Facebook one time and I saw this picture because I'm in a bunch of like just Facebook Mew groups and shit like that.
Oh
And
God.
yeah, and there was this. I saw this picture on my timeline, and it was my album art. And I was like,
Really?
yeah, I scrolled past it, and then I scrolled right back up, and I was like, what? And the person had posted.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the person posted a link to my album with the album art, and they were like, Jesus fucking Christ, this album is terrifying. Pure horror music. Amazing. And I was like,
Are you serious?
yeah, and there were a bunch of replies to it, and I was just like, whoa, whoa, that's
What?
yeah.
What album was that for?
That was Offsold, which was my that was my first tape album.
Okay.
Uh,
So that
yeah.
was actually pretty recent.
Yes, this was like last couple weeks where I saw that, and that's why I quickly got out the demo of the Archive 3 tracks, because I was like, yeah, I've got fans of this style of music, and it just so happens that's the style of music that I plan on doing more of with Apits. So I should give them a demo of that and show them that I'm actually still making music.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
it's also funny.
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's something that I never really thought of. It's
Yeah, like
you don't imagine your
Sorry.
work being digested by people.
yeah, like it's. I mean, the fact that this channel has 10 subscribers is insane to me. The fact that the fact that the inside video on Ghost Speeders is like around 70 views is insane to me.
It's
The fact-
constantly shocking. Just like 30-second shit post on Ghost Beaters, and it's got like 100 something views, and it's like, where are you guys getting these from?
Yeah, where is this coming from? We have no idea.
I'm really
I mean,
glad
the
you're getting
channel-
support,
the-
but
Yeah. It's like the channel only has 15 subscribers. Like, do people that end up watching it just end up really liking it and they link it to their pals or whatever? Like, it's so confusing.
yeah. But I was talking about this in Swamp's Court. I was like, you never think of your creations being digested while you make them, especially when you're making them in like the Apits mindset of these are jokes. These aren't meant to be taken seriously. And then they're taken seriously, and it's like, wow, that's. Oh yeah, there's a kid in the ocean. But yeah, it was just really, just weird to me. It's cool.
Right. Yeah, like the fact that there are at least like 6 people that are like waiting on Doomsayer to be released so that they can listen to it is like baffling to me.
Vex is not one of them.
Vex is not one of them. No, I don't like talking ill about people that we know on the show, but like when Vex was like, I love when people release an album 7 months in advance. Uh, like dude, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
the announcement for the album wasn't for you. It was for me, so that I would actually fucking
yeah.
stick to something.
That's the entire reason that I quickly, like, as soon as the joke about, hey, we should all release stuff on January 1st came out, I was like, okay. And then I made the album art and the album title, and I was like, yep, this is going to be released. I have it linked on my Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, then I would have abandoned that.
So, what the fuck?
I like
so,
that,
if
but,
there-
like, I don't know what was going on with that.
Trash post yet again, Vex. Just everything Vex says, trash post.
God, these balloon kids are just...
I hope the balloon kid gets cancer and dies to it.
There we go. Good, he drowns in the ocean.
Oh no.
I can't believe that I died. This is so sad. Alright, anyway.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Audience is cool. I like the idea that my work is being taken seriously and not as just the jokes that I used to associate it with.
Right. Ah yes, a golden spatula. Finally, I am able to scrape the meat off my grill, like the bourgeoisie do.
Bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie.
It's pronounced bougie.
No, it's not. It's pronounced bourgeois.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Mubba. That's a Game Grumps joke. Holy shit.
You know what we should do is,
But
you know, it's a good
what should we do?
A good topic to talk about is PewDiePie.
Yes. It's good that PewDiePie got robbed. Try to change my...
I'm not going to try to change your mind. Because I agree with that.
Could that be because you agree?
It could. I loved all the replies in the Swans Discord where they're like, so what you're trying to say is you think being robbed is justified just because they're rich? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That is what I'm trying to say.
Thanks for understanding. Here in Phanopoeia, we say pretty non-inflammatory, unbiased opinions.
What is a bias?
I'm not sure. What is subjective is a better question. I said that loud. I'm not going to talk as loud.
Oh no. Subjective a fuck?
Yes, very much so. When I Am the K-Boo said, subjectivity isn't real, I felt that.
So do you want to talk about ideas that you have for our epic and sure to be popular with the fans album? Yeah, sure to be popular with the goblin. If you're a goblin, shout me out in the comments.
Uh, I'll make sure to.
Good,
How
good.
many things have we told the goblins to comment?
At least 3.
you, I, I, I better expect 3 comments per person. Alright,
Or at least your comment broken up into sections.
yes. So, ideas for I am the Apits.
I
So,
am the place in the sun.
So, features. I want our album to have, like, a lot of new gameplay ideas and features. Wrong
Wait,
move.
what?
Our album. I want it to be really innovative with a whole ton of different features.
Such as?
Like combos, new
Oh,
rendering
like
engine.
right. Updated graphics card.
Yeah. Like stuff that'll
Uh,
sell.
right.
But in actuality, obviously
Yeah,
we're
do you
going to
have
be doing, like, tapes are going to play a part, and so are synthesizers.
obviously yes.
And if we open up Ableton during the creation, then I'm going to cry.
Yes, I agree. The only reason I would open Ableton is when I am inputting the tape into Ableton.
I don't need. I installed Ableton. I tried using it for like 3 hours, and afterwards I got bored of it, so I started making music. And I think that's the way that I view Ableton. I got bored of it, so I made music.
Yeah, the only thing that I think I'm gonna end up using Ableton for is literally to just insert what I have done on tape into a DAW, and that DAW just so happens to be Ableton.
That's why I use Audacity. Is because Audacity makes sense. It doesn't have like what the fuck is a VST? I still don't really know that.
Yeah, but you don't really need VSTs for what you and we are gonna try to do, I think, right?
Yeah. I just don't get Ableton whatsoever. It
Uh,
I'm too
I
small
just
brained
I just
to use the real DAW.
I just need more like visual. I just need something more visual than Audacity.
Mm. That's exactly why I like Audacity, is because there's so little happening on screen that
Yeah.
what you're looking at is like you're looking at the audio, and that's all you're looking at.
Yeah. But like with a DAW, at least you can break up the audio into sections or classify the audio by its instruments, which I think would be really helpful for me personally.
Yeah, but that actually does lead me to something that I want to brag at the audience about. Every like
Brag
yes,
away.
every Apits, like the ones that sound digital, like you can tell which Apits are analog and which are digital. But
Yeah, I would say that the recent Apits, or at least the ones that I have been listening to recently, are obviously analog.
yeah, but the ones that are digital are all just MIDI. They aren't like they
Are
aren't
they really?
anything. Yes, I inputted every single note, every single time signature change. I did each one.
Every single 1 and 0
Yes,
inputted by hand.
but yeah, I did input every single Apits album by hand, and the creative process that I showed in the when I was making music in the Discord the other day, not the other day, a couple hours ago, but that was
Right.
exactly how I created every single Apits track for a long
Is it
time.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy
It
shit.
seems tedious, but eventually you just get so comfortable with that format that it's like I can't use anything else besides that.
That is what you used like what you were doing earlier is exactly what I despise about DAWs.
Oh, that's the thing is with that. It's literally just tracking, which is why I like it. It doesn't have any of the DAW features of like recording actual
Yeah, it's
input,
like
which makes it even less musical than like anything. And that's why
it's like
I looked
like
upon it as I need to have more and more complicated ideas going on, or else like, or else I'm just making trash music
right,
that anyone can make.
right. Right. Like it's very good for uh inputting things so that you can remember your ideas that you have. Um but also it's like the most sterile thing
Yeah.
I can imagine. And I think I've told you this before, but when I was in college, I did that to track an idea that I had on
Mhm.
guitar, and I just immediately got like disgusted by how sterile it was.
Yeah. And I think that's why I can't get into a lot of IDM is because it's like dick jerky, but it's not technical. Like you listen to a lot of like French impressionism, and it's like these are people who've trained their entire lives to be able to play music like this, and then you listen to like Audisher, and I hate to be the guy who's like, dubstep isn't real music because you're just using a laptop, but IDM, it's like look at how impressive this is. We used a synthesizer and procedurally generated notes, and it's like cool. This sounds god awful.
That's
Like,
that's what I that's what I was trying to get at with when I was talking to Nat about chords versus just
mhm,
quote inputting semitones unquote.
yeah,
You know.
and that's why I was saying brute forcing music, and then I was sending some. Honestly, I think some of the stuff that I sent actually sounded good because that was me not trying. It's not hard to get a good sound out of stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, that's also why I'd like to brag about using caustic because it's like you don't have anything to help you like get a better sound through just better sounding synthesizers. Caustic, everything in Caustic sounds like shit. It sounds like an early 2000s YouTube cover of a video game song.
Yeah, I actually noticed that like when you were like give me five chords
Yeah.
is like this it sounded the sound itself was dog shit, but the
Yeah.
actual chord progression was really interesting. So I felt like it was worth listening to anyway.
Yeah, and that's what I did with a lot of 8-bits for a while was that it was like so my sound is terrible and I'm too dumb to understand actual digital audio workstations. So let me just make let me make
Like a
the
fourth
music
grader.
itself. Yeah. Like a fourth grader. Let me make the music itself so interesting that people forget that I have the worst tones out of anyone. And that's why using tapes makes me suddenly a pretty good musician because it's ideas that I used to use plus uh what am I doing?
You are grabbing the watermelon and throwing it somewhere.
Anyways,
Yes. Do you want to talk about ideas for the proverbial first
Yes.
record collab.
So that I'm just now realizing that all spawned from a tangent on. Uh,
Yes.
yeah.
We are the king. We are the kings of tangents.
So we're not going to do Dick Jerky IDM. We're not going to do
No,
VST
that is
or
actually what we are. That is what we
Yes.
are going to do. I take back everything I said about digital feeling sterile and about analog and tape sounding warm and genuine. I'm all about the digital. I'm all
Yeah.
about the VST. But yeah, actual ideas.
Yes. So tapes, we're going to use those. Cool chords.
Yes.
I want to use cool chords. I like cool chords.
Do you remember? So I stopped playing guitar, but do you remember when I was like just fucking around and making my own chords on guitar?
Yeah.
Do you want to do stuff like that?
Yes.
All
I thought
right.
that was some really good stuff that we were doing because we were just shitting out chord progressions. I used a couple of those ones that we made in different songs.
Did you really?
Yes. Oh
Holy
crap,
shit.
I hate this. I just remembered which one this is.
Yes. Yeah, like like that chord I was obsessed with.
Oh, the E minor. It was E minor sharp 11 no 3 to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
E minor.
Yeah. Or no. That was on the Come, I think.
That was on the what?
I'm talking. That was on the Comus, right?
No. The one on Comus, that was a different thing. Oh, I'm talking about the one. It was in the voice call. It was like da 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 da.
Yeah. No, I was talking about the one that I just made up on guitar.
Oh yeah,
And
I
it
remember that.
and it ended up being like A minor 11 or something.
Yeah.
A really cool chord. I really love the sound.
Or as I like
We
to
simply
call
must use it.
or as I like to call it, A 3 semitones, seven semitones,
Yes.
18 semitones. I'm pretty sure that's correct actually. I was doing that
Is
as a
it
joke.
really?
Yeah, I think that was
Incredible.
actually correct.
11 above would be 18 or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Let's just say it's correct.
For-
Anyway, cool.
Yeah,
chords.
let's just yeah. I had an idea for this.
Did you?
I kind of wanted to, yes, I did. I did indeed have an idea.
I'm a fan.
I'd really like to do a PHAN. I want to do a pitch bend on clarinet and then half speed it.
I do not know what that would sound like.
I think it would be really fucking cool though. It would be like really drony, probably.
I love pitch bends on all instruments, so like.
What? What's up?
I love pitch bends on all instruments, so like I'm totally for that.
Okay. Well, what Uh, we should think inside a box and ask ourselves, what genres do we want to create with this?
Um, huh. I'm trying to think of what genres exist. The correct answer is
So
none.
many genres are a sham. If you think in terms of genres, you're a hack, you're a fraud, you're a hack fraud bitch.
Uh, so definitely
Um,
electroacoustic. Like,
yeah, obviously electroacoustic. I think you and I are both into you and I are both really into drone and dark ambient, right?
yes. I don't listen to that much of it anymore. Uh, but
Okay, that's
just
fair.
because I don't listen to that much of it anymore doesn't mean that I'm not like
Well,
still very interested
you
in the
know,
idea of it.
Doomsayer is like 100% pure drone and dark amp, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
like I said, just because I don't listen to it that much anymore doesn't mean that I'm not like interested in it. I mean, I just put out a dark ambient EP,
Yeah,
but
that's true. That's true.
uh,
Um
yes, I do like the dark
so
ambience a lot.
so you're down to make electroacoustic drone dark ambient?
Yes,
All right. There we go, baby.
let's do. Let's get a glass of water. Let's put a contact mic in it, and let's have the contact mic record audio of different compounds dissolving in the water, and we can call it
Uh
pharmacore.
I'd actually be down to do that if we were recording it to tape and then half speeding it. That I think that would sound fucking amazing.
It, that's an idea that I came up with because the first time that I listened to Time Machines by Coil, uh,
Uh,
I thought that's what they were doing. I thought that's what
really?
the because all the names were like different drug names, and I thought that the idea behind it was that they were having these different drugs dissolve, and they were recording like the frequencies that they would give off and shit. And I was like, that is
Okay.
so cool. I love that. And then I read that it was like, no, no, they just want to emulate what the drug feels like. And I was like, oh.
Ah, yes. Naturally.
And I mean, I still love Time Machines, but it's like
Right.
it planted that
I like
idea in
it.
my head where it's like that's something that needs to be tried.
All right. Well, yeah, we should do that then.
Uh, don't steal our
Uh,
idea, goblins. We will find you.
God, God forbid you steal our our are very unique, very original, very authentic ideas that we come up with here on the Phanopoeia digital YouTube gaming channel.
Ahoy there, SpongeBob. Hi. Ahoy there, Patrick. Here is your reward. Thank you. I
Wasn't
have been paid.
this is the joke we did for Winnie the Pooh?
Oh yeah. Winnie.
Poor or what is it? What is it? Poor the trigger piglet.
I was in this. That just reminded me. I was in this call with a friend the other day. Not the other day. It was like a month ago. I don't know why I keep correcting these times for things that don't matter. Whatever. Anyway, I was in this call and we were talking about old RPG Maker games.
Yeah.
And one of the games that we were talking about was Five Nights at Freddy's. And
Okay.
I wanted to make some joke about, like, you love Five Nights at Freddy's. You love Chuck E. Cheese. you love Mickey Mouse Incorporated, except I mixed all of them together. So what I actually said was like, "Come to the house. We have Mickey Rat."
Yes.
No, it was Mike the Rat. And
SpongeBob the starfish.
no, who's Mike? And then and then I thought about it in my head and I was like, "No, you idiot. It's it's Mickey. It's Mickey Cheese. You idiot." And I
You
couldn't
fucking imbecile.
and I just insulted myself in my head with the wrong answer.
This is tragic. Uh,
What next? Bikini Bottom. Alright.
did we get all the golden spatulas from there?
There are two, but you can't get them yet.
Okay.
All the comments are gonna be like, actually, you can get those. You're just an imbecile. You're just bad at this game. And I'll
How
be
long
like,
have we
"Shut
been
up,
going?"
Goblin. An hour and a half.
Have we really?
Yes.
Holy shit. This is the best shit you and I have ever done together on the channel.
So this is
This
the
is like
boss battle.
infinite. This is infinitely better than Portal 2. It's infinitely better than Winnie the Pooh. Probably.
Oh wait, yeah, then you go like this. And then I shock your
Yes.
head.
Very nice. Shocking. That's a Dorohedoro joke. I don't expect anyone in the audience to understand.
I always watch Dorohedoro. My favorite character is Stain.
I can't believe I've done this.
The last time I watched anime, I was at a party and everyone was asleep, and yes, I wanna insert this right now before you yell at me. I do realize that Dorohedoro is a manga.
Okay. I wasn't gonna yell at you, but I'm actually surprised that you.
But I was at a party and everyone was asleep because I had put on The Office for the Netflix show, and The Office is like show to sleep to. It is status quo the show.
Is it?
Yes.
In capital letters.
Yes.
I see.
And then everyone fell asleep, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep here. I'm going to put on something for myself. So I put on End of Evangelion and
Evangela Lily Con.
And
that's my best joke yet.
And my wife woke up like near the end of it, and spoiler alert to all of the fans, skip ahead like a minute if you don't want spoilers from End of Evan. So it got to the end part where Angel, whatever the fuck her name is, she fell over and her head split in half, and it was all gory and it was terrifying. And she wakes up like right during that. Like as
Really?
the face is falling apart. And I don't know if she realized she was still asleep. Well, if she was asleep or not. Like, I think she might have thought that was just like her dream going to a nightmare. Because she was mortified at that.
Beautiful.
And then she fell back asleep with that image in her head, and I'm really glad that happened.
Good.
Like,
very good.
I was bored for like the entire night there because I was the only one awake, but that was like... that was what made it worth it.
Out of all the things.
Yes. I also played Earthbound, which I normally don't like. But it's fun at like 4 a.m.
Earthbound is fun at 4 a.m. Should we do an Earthbound playthrough? That would be so fucking long, though.
If we did it, it would probably be Tyler, because Tyler loves Earthbound, and
Does he really?
Yes, and I'm not really a fan. He absolutely loves the Mother series. I don't know about Mother 1 that much for him.
Okay.
But I know Mother 2 and Mother 3 he just adores.
I see.
And I mean, I can
Very
see
nice.
why. It's so up his alley.
Why is it up his alley?
The writing style, JRPG, general humor of it, story.
You know, I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Tyler's capital C content.
Yes,
Dare I say, I am his biggest fan. More than anyone in the world.
Yeah. I put on the Sonic Adventure video, and the entire time I was watching it, and I was like, Jesus Christ,
dude,
this is really high quality. Like
the entire time I was watching the Sonic Adventure video, I was shrieking with laughter. There are jokes that you could only understand if you watch our old playthroughs. Like the custom robo joke was fucking hilarious to me. Oh, ow.
That was a really good episode. It's Tyler, if you watch this video, you got some good content. I got halfway
you have some
I got halfway through his one video that I can't remember the name of.
Is it the Digital Love Story?
Yes. Digital Love Story by Someone Love, and I was really liking that video, but then my computer booted up, and then we started doing this. So I'm going to resume that later tonight.
I think I'm gonna have Tyler and I play Digital A Love Story and do it on the channel.
I saw
just so it can. Haunting.
Yeah.
No, the stuff he said about introversion really, dare I say, it hit home with me. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about my person, then you'll understand why.
If you're a goblin who's involved in the deep lore, who watched the Perfect Dark videos before they got taken down.
Yes. Well, they're not taken down. You just have to be a patron to see all the old content.
I thought you took down the Perfect Dark ones because of Jackson not wanting to be associated with it.
That might be true. I'll have to ask Jackson if it's okay if I make them available for patrons.
Yeah, but
because I think Jackson is okay with that whole thing as long as it's not tied to the speeders.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about Digital Love Story, and
oh yeah. But I definitely. What's up?
Oh, you say your part first.
I was just gonna say that Tyler and I were gonna play a Plague Tale for our next session together, but I think I'm gonna change that to Digital A Love Story just because I want him to like have something else to go along with that video, you know, like here's me playing the game and here's my analysis of it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like to complement his content and shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of Jackson, his comment about
Yeah.
Tyler's narration.
Yeah, I actually really narration style.
You like it?
Yeah, I actually really love it. It's
Me
like
too. He's got a really great sense of rhythm with what he says.
Yeah. And I don't think it sound I don't think you have to be so overt with your quote unquote reading style to make it interesting, if you know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I just think like the focus isn't on how Tyler is speaking. The focus is on what he has to say.
There's
And
art and subtlety.
and yeah, and what Tyler has to say is fucking brilliant.
Yes.
So that's all I care about.
He really did 2 great videos to start off his channel with that. Like, one of them being the joke Sonic Adventure one, and the other being the serious, more like deep cut game.
Yeah. This is something I've talked about with Tyler, but it really sucks that because I just want Tyler to just create whatever the fuck he wants to, and I want to pay him to create whatever the fuck he wants to. If Tyler decided to make a 3-hour review of Dark Souls, I would pay to watch that. But like the thing that sucks and that we've gone over with in our Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough that we just did is that like it's also like a matter of like, well, is it worth putting effort into something like that? Is it will it get the eyeballs? You know, because Tyler's shit is great, but it also has to connect with people that, like, you know what I'm trying to get at? Like, like he could create a 3-hour Dark Souls review, and I would watch it. I would watch every single second of it. But am I the only person that would watch it? Probably. So is it worth it for him to do that? Maybe not. Like, who knows?
The thing is with that, Tyler's audience, Tyler's content is so easily accessible for a wide audience. Like, it is the exact type of stuff that does great on YouTube now. Like, I mean,
is it really?
Yeah, Nakey Jakey is a great example of it. He started making that content, and it took him like 3 months to get like 1 million subscribers, because people love like video essays on gaming that come from a genuine standpoint with good humor and good editing, which is exactly what he's making. And,
I see.
But I think in order to be able to make a 3-hour video essay on Dark Souls in the current YouTube climate,
the 3-hour video essay review on Dark Souls, just like that's just like a placeholder for anything.
Yeah. But in order to make those like more niche, long form ideas like that, those will be loved by an audience that loves your content, because they just want to hear you talk about stuff that you care about. But first you need to find that audience, And that audience
Yeah,
is going
it's
to
like
find you from looking through what they want to hear. The audience will
yeah,
stick
yeah.
with you if you've got a personality like his content does. But
Right,
first
right.
they need to find you through your more like through your Sonic Adventure video.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Um
You gotta play
no,
the game.
that's actually wrong. The only way Tyler will become popular is through this channel.
Yeah.
This is the most this is what people really want. They want long form conversational interconnected let's play content.
Yes.
Um
I'll take a
truly
bet that 90%, no, over 90% of people watching this video right now have seen Phanopoeia.
wow.
I know that's a risky bet, but it's one that I've got to take.
When there is risk, there is reward.
And that reward is that I'm about to eat this fish pussy.
Oh, baby. How do you feel about this channel in general? Do you have any like thoughts that relate to that conversation we were just having?
Uh, the thing is with
It's
Let's
like
Plays, and this is something that Let's Plays don't really do well on YouTube. It is
yeah,
hard to get your Let's Play. Streams do fantastic. And
yeah,
Let's Players who have already cemented themselves in some sort of creative facet, like Game Grumps or Oni Plays, where they were both like,
yeah.
they had stuff before and they made content when making Let's Plays were popular. They do well because the audience, they're coming back for
Yeah.
more. But
Exactly, yeah. Like I've already told Tyler this, but I think that you, Tyler, and I will did I just cut out?
yes.
Okay. I think that you, Tyler, and I are going to be successful doing other things. And then the people that are interested in the deep lore are gonna find this channel, and then like only then will this channel be quote unquote successful.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, though people don't like Let's Plays that much anymore, what people still really like are like listen in the background podcasts. And I'm pretty sure that's what most of our current fans are like
Yeah,
play
exactly. Like
Phanopoeia in the background tab. And
yeah, like Jackson and Charlie have gone on and on about how they don't actually watch the game. They just listen to our stuff in the background like a podcast.
Mhm. And that's why I think us playing a game like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom for going on 2 hours now. It's an hour and 50 minutes. Like this is how we're going to get our like good quality consistent content because
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, like and honestly I'm good to keep going for however long we have stuff to talk about.
Yeah. I'm comfortable. I'm in a blanket.
I am not in a blanket. I am in a cold, hard, desolate, and digital chair.
A digital chair. I'll leave my chairs analog.
Much like Mermaid Man in a digital chair. This is the best stuff we've done together.
So, this thing is a pain in the ass, and I don't really remember how to do it.
How
Wait, I remember how to do it.
to do what?
So, basically what you want to do is you want to have all of these looking like this one, how they're facing forward.
Oh, okay.
But by hitting one, you hit the one, then you hit the one next to it and the one next to it.
Ah, I see.
It's a puzzle, but the answer is just to go in order.
Is it really?
Yes.
Incredible. Who would have thought that SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom had such riveting gameplay so as to make even the most idiotic of imbeciles
I did it.
to know the answer to the puzzle.
Even the most fourth of graders.
I was gonna make that joke. Very nice.
23. We are moving at a pretty quick pace for this.
I don't. Are we really?
Yes. That's just
That's
because I've
interesting.
played this game like inside and out, and that's specifically why I chose it, because I do not have to think at all to play this game. Toho requires like full concentration.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do Toho.
Yeah.
Is Toho a bullet hell game?
Yes. The first stage is
Okay.
pretty easy, but like after
But
the
after
first,
that,
yeah, it's just fucking madness. And if I was having trouble keeping my thoughts straight during the first stage, then goddamn, we are not going to beat that game.
yeah.
Which I mean is fine. People still like just watching. Oh, look at this YouTuber play this bullet hell really badly. Haha, look at them getting mad at it.
Bro, why would you want to watch someone get angry?
I only watch anger.
Because I only have contempt for other people. I only know anger.
I cannot experience anger, so I have to non-vicariously live it out through YouTubers.
Much like the fourth grader, who knows, who knows not real anger, but manufactured anger.
I like my anger capitalistic. But you know what they say?
What do they say, Samuel?
I don't know. I was going to do some joke to loop it back around to the PewDiePie discussion, but I couldn't think of anything.
PewDiePie? Wow, what an excellent segue. Let's talk about...
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't really go into detail about our hot takes on the PewDiePie gets robbed situation. We don't care
I mean,
if a millionaire gets robbed.
Do we really need to go into depth about it? It's like
it is a pretty basic
we don't give a fuck that PewDiePie got robbed. We think it's good that he got robbed. Dare I say we're even glad that he got robbed.
Yeah. Like, oh no, he lost some jewelry and something.
Oh no, jewelry that he can buy back in 5 seconds.
There are two arguments that we got thrown at us because of this, and both of them were really appealing to emotions. But the first was
dare I appealing to ethos, as my English professor would say.
Yes. But the first of these was I think the first was the Well, how would you feel if you got robbed? And the answer's pretty simple. I'm not a millionaire.
I'm not going to get robbed, and I have set myself up so that I don't get robbed. And if in spite of that I did get robbed, I am incapable of feeling any which way about being robbed.
Yeah, for me, I don't have any of those things as an issue. I just think I'm not a millionaire. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be affected if I got robbed. I'd lose money. I, I use coupons to buy potatoes. Like, I don't have $30 million. I don't have 15 times what any human needs.
Well, you should. You should have chosen the path in life that would have allowed you to make 15 times what you need, or what anyone else in this godforsaken world would need.
Yeah, and the other thing that was said was robbery isn't just about losing money. It's about the act.
Uh,
So this is an actual thing, and I will give him some credit on that. It's something that has to be explained to a lot of people about rape. Is that rape isn't about sex? It's about the control and loss of control that happens with it. And speaking of rape, rape and being robbed are two completely separate things. And
wow, it's almost it's almost as if someone likened getting robbed to being raped in the
yeah.
conversation we had with said
Yes.
person.
And that pissed me off so much. They were like, saying that it's okay to be a millionaire who gets robbed is like saying it's okay to be a hooker who gets raped. And it's like, no, shut up. You're a whore. Don't talk to me. If you think that a hooker being raped, if you think that a poor woman who has to sell her body to make money getting raped is the same as a millionaire losing some pearls, like, imagine thinking that out in your head and then typing it out and then pressing the enter button.
But Sam, that is the same thing.
There's absolutely no difference between being raped and being robbed, you fucking 4-year-old.
You fucking fourth grader. If only you could understand the millionaire's plight, Sam.
Yeah. Think about the millionaires.
Think about the 1%. Think about the 1%'s needs.
All these people these days keep talking about, oh, the 1% needs their taxes. They need more taxes. Well, has anyone thought about what the 1% wants? I mean, they're the minority.
Ah, yes. The true minority in the socio-political climate of America.
Everyone talks about the black people being the minority, but what have you bet more of? Black people or billionaires? And
Definitely.
Who gets talked down at in the media more by the quote-unquote liberals?
Definitely not black people. Let me tell you that. Holy shit! What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's what the boxes do. They're
wait! No, get the spatula.
Oh yeah. I was gonna get the other thing that you get in this area.
Why not get them both, Samuel?
That's a good point.
Wow.
So, this area that's right ahead, I'm going to preface this before I go there. There is a spatula
Uh-huh.
there. We are not going to
Wow.
get that spatula in this playthrough. Well, in this session.
Okay.
If we decide to make this more than a one
More than
timer,
a one-off.
yeah, then we will have to get that spatula. But it is one of the least fun spatulas, or really collectibles in any collectathon. It took me like 5 hours to get the first time. Second time it only
Are you
took
serious?
second time it only took like an hour and a half because I got the movements down, but still the point
Okay.
stands. It is
It's
I'll
unnecessary.
I'll give a quick demo of it actually.
I mean, it's not like we're gonna 100% this game.
I mean,
So do we really need it? We might. You really want to do that?
Most of the collectibles in this are really fun to get. Like, it
Okay.
is a really consistent game aside from a few rolling ball rooms, which is this is the only one.
I see.
So, here's what you do. It automatically starts. That's a cool feature. I didn't know about that. The first time you walk in the room, it automatically starts. Just so you know,
Incredible.
like you can't win the first time that this goes.
Oh God, I remember playing this. I remember this section. And don't you have to do this to progress in the game?
No. Thank God.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
going to spend any more time in this. I'm going to push the button, and I'm going to head out. This is just for
Very
one
nice.
spatula, and God, is it a fun one?
Yes, we're all fans of fun on Phanopoeia, the digital gaming YouTube.
So I got that. I got the spatula, and I'm about to get another spatula for beating prawn. Ay 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 ay.
When do you want to end this?
Hey Patrick! Hey Patrick, you got any spatulas? Hey, you got any? You got any spatulas?
So when do you want to end this?
That joke was not going. Probably just after this boss.
All right. What is this boss? Tell me.
This is Prawn. So, his whole thing is that he shoots lasers.
Oh my goodness. Laserbs.
It's a really original boss. It's not something that you see very often in digital games.
Right. Wow, that's it?
Well, that was, yeah.
You just gotta hit him like that?
Yeah. And then you get hit like that. And then you double jump. And then you double jump into the laser.
Ah, yes.
What's your favorite?
Oh, man.
What's your favorite kind of digestive meal?
I don't like eating.
Me either. That's a lie. I really like
Every
eating.
meal, every meal I've ever had is a 10.5. How much did I just cut out?
Quite a bit, but the point still got across.
Every meal I've ever had is a
2.5.
5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, why did that not work? What the frick? God.
Go for it. Do it.
I
Hit
can't.
him. Why not? Why not, Samuel?
He's shooting his laser now. His laser beam.
This is tragic.
I don't think you can hit him when he's shooting his laser beam.
Laser beam. Gotta emphasize the B. The beam. Please hit him.
Yes.
Very nice. Super monster combo.
Okay.
What the fuck?
He got a wedgie frozen.
This is tragic.
This is the saddest video game death. So
Okay.
I think this will be our last spatula for today. 27 in one day. Wow.
Cool and epic. So did we just play this without any music? Like for
Yes.
real?
Yes.
All right, epic. Let's maybe have music next time.
We can add some in for this episode in post-processing.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
All right.
No, we won't. We won't do that.
Okay. See everyone next time on the next
All right.
Phanopoeia episode